Hi, Taurus. This is Perigaea Tarot. I have your love reading for January 2022 here. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe if that's something that you want to do. So I've already done the shuffle, but I will do one more. These cards are very stiff. Universe, what messages do you have for Taurus in love in January 2022? What messages do you have for Taurus in love? What messages do you have for Taurus in love, universe? What messages do you have for Taurus in love, universe? What messages do you have for Taurus in love? Oh my. Interesting. Universe, what messages do you have for Taurus in love in January of 2022? What messages do you have for Taurus? Universe, what messages do you have for Taurus? All right. All right. So at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands in reverse for you. What I am seeing with that is that there could perhaps be an energy of defensiveness, or of perhaps even being weary, or of wanting to give up, or being perhaps concerned that someone else in your surroundings is in a place where you're worried that someone else that you're invested in might be wanting to give up. So I'm going to put that to the side so I can remember it. All right, Taurus. So what am I seeing overall here? I feel as if your general energy is of wanting to invest in something, of wanting to fight for it, of wanting to come in and invest in a situation, both financially and in several ways, that basically you are quite invested and you want to give, I suppose, like you want to give to this person, you want to fight for this connection, and you want to invest in them, but in your subconscious energy is this place perhaps of needing to have me time, of needing to take care of yourself, of feeling almost kind of spent, perhaps feeling a bit overworked. You're needing to be the hermit. You're needing to go into yourself and spend time, taking care of yourself. So you could be dealing with someone of earth energy, so of your own energy. It could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or it could be air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In the recent past, what I'm sensing is someone giving a full cup, is someone giving generously. But I feel as if there's this energy of, I feel like there's this energy of weariness, essentially, and that you're afraid, perhaps, that if you don't keep giving, that this person is going to think that you are not as invested as before, or that, um, or that it's over, that they're going to think that like you're not interested if you don't keep giving and giving and giving. And so I see in the future here you coming in, you coming in full sort of, um, you coming in as the fool, as the open-hearted, generous person who is, willing to fully invest in this, and who's not, thinking of themselves, who's just really, the energy I'm getting from this is someone who's like fully trusting, fully investing, and but I think that perhaps at heart you know that this is not equal. There's not equal give and take in this situation. Um, the scales are unbalanced. Um, but I would say perhaps that there's even a desire in you to continue to believe in this person. You don't want to take offense, perhaps. You don't want to, you want to believe the best of this person. Um, from this person's perspective, they're coming in with an energy of, it seems a bit defensive. The Nine of Wands can certainly be a very weary energy, someone who is very tired, who is who's perhaps even ready to give up. Um, this could also, looking back, this could be the energy of someone who has been giving and giving and giving to you, that you've been receiving these energies, and that they are feeling weary. So in your hopes and fears, I'm seeing, the three of swords. So I feel perhaps that what you're fearing is losing this person. That it is indeed, that if it is indeed that you are the person who's overgiving, and that is giving too much, that, yeah, oh, sorry, really, really quickly, I feel that in your conscious energy, it's like that this things aren't changing. That it's like you're investing, you want to keep investing, but you're feeling a need to care for yourself. Perhaps in the beginning of the situation or in the recent past, there was a feeling of, well, I can give this much because eventually it'll balance out, and the other person will start to give. But it's like, I think that perhaps part of you could be thinking things aren't changing, things are not balancing out. um, but I think that you're perhaps very afraid of losing this person, and so you've been pushing yourself too hard. um, In the outcome, we have the Six of Cups in reverse, which can certainly, um, this can signal living in the past, refusing to move on from a past, lover, from an ex, or just from the past in general. So I feel perhaps that what could be going on in this situation is that you're thinking of a past when things perhaps were easier and things perhaps were more ideal, when things were pouring out freely and overflowing, and where perhaps there was a dream between the two of you where that was idealized, and that perhaps things haven't quite worked out that way, but you're keeping yourself in this situation because you're staying in that memory of that past, perhaps. um, and one might also say that this is possibly even a card of defending. It almost feels like you're fending. You could be fighting off reality inside your own heart and inside your own mind. So, all right, let's get into this. Universe, what is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles for my Taurus? I feel, yeah, I feel like there is grief here. That you want to keep giving to this situation, but I'm sensing that there's denial in your heart, that you don't want to let go of the way that things were, or maybe a dream of things, of how things were, or the belief that things could work out. But maybe they're not meant to. Maybe there are things in the way, limitations. Um, Universe, what is this Page of Swords to the Page? Oh, to the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, that one flipped. What was it? In the world. What's going on? Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Whew. Too many flipped. Universe, what is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles? What is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles? So, yeah, I'd say that deep inside you're feeling, how you're really feeling is that you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold. Um, my sense from this is that you're giving a lot, maybe even to cover up, what is going on. That you're basically, perhaps this person it's not equal, so they're not giving as much as you are, and you're trying to overcompensate for that and fill in that space of what that person is doing. But then the truth that you're trying to tell yourself that perhaps things are okay. You're coming in with this faithful energy of like everything's fine, but in the truth of how you really feel in your heart, there's this Five of Pentacles of like, I'm being left out in the cold. My own needs, don't feel like they're being fulfilled. So universe, what is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles for my Taurus? What is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles? I think that perhaps a part of you inside knows that it's over, you still feel love for this person, or for the things that you shared, the times that you shared, that, and you just want to keep giving this person chances. You want to, but sometimes, sometimes it doesn't matter how many chances we give somebody. Anyway, so Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. Universe, what is this Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles? Yeah, I think that in your feelings, I think that deep in your feelings, there is a tower moment happening. But you're telling yourself that, no, it can still work out, but that I think deep inside you feel that, the tower is going on. Perhaps you're afraid to move on. Perhaps you're afraid to step out on your own, cross those waters on your own. Universe, what is this Hermit in the place of the subconscious for my Taurus? I feel I'm picking up from this almost a sense of being judged, of like, you know that you need to take time to care for yourself, and that you need things that perhaps are not being, satisfied by this relationship. But it's almost like this king is looking at him like harumph, he's like judging him, like, and I feel like that could be you judging yourself out of believing that you deserve what you deserve. um, Perhaps being a little too harsh with yourself, and your own need to go within and to care for yourself. Maybe you're feeling like, well, it's more important that I save this connection. But no, you are just as important as anybody else, and a connection is two healthy people, two whole people coming together and loving each other. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Cooperation. It's cooperation between two people. To care for each other, and obviously we have to care for ourselves, but that's what I'm saying, is that, your needs are valid, essentially. Is there anything else? Universe, what is this Ace of Cups in the past position? What is this Ace of Cups? I'm thinking that perhaps this was you offering your full and free cup, and this was the other person withholding their cup, and that it's just been kind of a place of unequal exchange. That you've been giving this full-bodied, beautiful cup that embodies all of the essence of the cups, of cups themselves, and this person's just kind of like, well, I'm just the page, and I'm just gonna turn that upside down. um, I think that you've been feeling as if you're not being treated like the empress that you are, masculine or feminine. Um, Universe, what is this death card in the reverse? Um, I get the feeling from this that you've been waiting, that there's been confusion, um, that you've been kind of keeping yourself in this place of like limbo, waiting for things to change. Universe, what is this death card in the reverse? What is this death card in the reverse? But I feel perhaps, and because these are both twos, they also imply decision, that you've kind of been keeping yourself sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Suspended above a position of making a decision because you've just been waiting to see like if things are going to change. But and this also for me often when I see this card, it looks like this is somebody blocking out reality. They're blocking out, they're blocking everything out because they just don't want to face it or think about it. But that perhaps this other person just really isn't investing. Um, Universe, what is this death card in the reverse? What is this death card in the reverse? Yeah, suspended. There it is. It's like you're in a state of suspension. That's so funny. I was just thinking of this card and looking for the word suspension to describe that. It's like you're keeping yourself in a state of suspension, where you're not looking at reality. You're just kind of like, I'm gonna stare straight off into the distance and not look at anything around me, pretend like it's not happening. Just wait for something to change, and it's just not changing. It's just not changing. So, universe, what is this fool? Um, what is this fool, universe? So, I'm gonna shuffle some more. So, I feel as if you're coming in with this sunny disposition. Like I'm seeing the sun in the corner there, and it's like, whoopee, my life's great. Like I feel fantastic. But I think that perhaps inside there's more of a feeling of instability, of like maybe that's not quite the truth. Um, because the Queen of Cups reversed tends to be someone who's very sensitive, and perhaps feeling quite emotionally unstable, because their needs aren't being met. Universe, what is this fool? Is there anything else for this fool, universe? Um, Universe, what is this Six of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, again, um, another two, which in this case to me is speaking of inequality. Um, because perhaps this is someone who's saying they'll do things. They're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm planning to do it. But then when it actually comes to the action part, it's like, when's that gonna happen? I think that this is what you're saying you want. Like you're taught, you don't want to hear, you don't want things to be in like gestation mode anymore. You want it to be like, you want the action. Um, Universe, is there anything else for this Six of Pentacles in the reverse? There could also be someone in the situation who is. It could perhaps be a situation that is making you feel less and less. And oh, look at this! I'm seeing the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, so we have a matched pair. So that's interesting. But this could be somebody who's making you feel like the way that they're treating you is perhaps then the inequality of the situation is making you lose your confidence, or making you lose your patience and your stability. um, is there and I think that perhaps it's coming towards a state of judgment, where you're like getting to the point where you're perhaps ready to make a judgment about one of the parties in the situation. So, universe, is there anything else for this What is this Nine of Wands in the reverse from my Taurus's person? So this is your person coming in with this energy of like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so worn out, I want to give up. But this could be them lying. This could not be the truth. Um, it feels almost like it could be a sneaky energy of somebody trying to get out of facing the truth in the situation, by, just by telling a lie. Um, Universe, what is the Nine of Wands in reverse for my Taurus's person? Oops. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles here, which that signals someone who is just really just being selfish and thinking of their own resources, that they're guarding their own personal self-esteem, their own personal emotions, their own money, and they're really just thinking about number one. So I feel that that could definitely apply to your person, so be very careful. This is the second time that I've seen the Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, which can, and I've also a couple of times seen when I was shuffling the Three of Cups in reverse, which I'm not gonna make any bold statements about that it's necessarily that, but that could refer to someone who is being a player, or to someone who is in a third party scenario. So I'll just put that to the side for consideration. Maybe we can pull a few cards on that in a minute, if the spirit leads. Universe, is there anything else for the Nine of Wands in reverse? So this is someone either saying, yeah, I'm kind of in an unstable place right now, I don't really have a lot to give. This feels like a person who's kind of saying, like, yeah, I don't really have anything to give. But the sense I'm getting from this is just someone who's being kind of lazy. Perhaps controlling or manipulative, because that's what the King of Pentacles can be that. Is there anything else, Universe, for this Nine of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, I think that was the last card for that one. So, Universe, what is this Three of Swords? Is there anything for this Three of Swords? I think it's just straight to the Six of Cups. Oh, I don't know, I'll try and pull a card for the Three of Swords. Universe, is there anything for this Three of Swords? Yeah, I would say that you're afraid of blocking this person out, of being cold with them, cutting them out of your life, because you think it would break your heart. Because they do make you happy, and you feel that you want them very much. Universe, is there anything else for this Three of Swords? Yeah, I think that perhaps you're just hoping for an apology from this person. That feels like it would be enough for you. That you're happy to keep giving, perhaps, if they simply just acknowledge what's going on and acknowledge that you are worthy of understanding and recognition for what you have done and what you do. All right, so Universe, what is this for the final outcome? What is this Six of Cups? Universe, what is this Six of Cups in the reverse? Not sure that those are our cards. So I saw Judgment again, and I believe that is. I'm not seeing it real quickly. What is the Six of Cups in reverse, Universe? Ooh. So this perhaps I feel could speak to being stuck in the past and refusing to let go of the past, but from a more toxic place, perhaps a place of obsession, motivated by materialism, the desire to just be somebody who's in a relationship, not lose, the things, the comforts that it brings to be in a relationship. This could be something where, it's keeping you bound, I think, is what it's basically trying to say, that being locked into that tie to the past is actually something that could potentially, bring you to a place of being very bound, because you do need to, you do need to have boundaries. We all do, and there need to be limits to what you will put up with. Um, Universe, is there anything else for this? Yeah, you don't want it to lead to your energy in the reverse, to you being like, you need to be strong in your own energy and in your own mind and your boundaries, and, fight for yourself, fight for who you are, fight for what is right for you. Universe, is there anything else for the Six of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, I would say that, being stuck in the past could lead to some pretty strong limitations for you, that while you still have, the ability to, you should stand up for yourself. And, sometimes when we stand up for ourselves, the people that we love who might have made mistakes in the past will catch up and will understand, okay, they're not going to put up with me acting this way, so I guess I won't act this way anymore. Um, so, this might make this person step in. Either way, you need to be in your power. You need to be in your strength, knowing who you are, knowing what you're worth, and, you need to take care of your own happiness. Universe, is there anything else for my Taurus? You are worthy of what you give. You're worthy of this cup. You are worthy of that. Um, is there anything else for my Taurus? I kind of think that that's it. Let me see if this last cup, if this last, yeah, I think that that was it. I think that, yeah, I think those are your messages, Taurus. So stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. You deserve it. All right. Thank you, Taurus. I hope that this is what I have for you. I hope that that resonated with you. All right.